Whoa, welcome in. It's a day of profit, at least to celebrate profit. If you were here with us yesterday, then we did all right. You know, we cashed Willier Bray. We had our three legs, and I told you that even with the parlay that we only put 0.15 unit on, we just needed one guy to cash. That's it, just one guy. And yet Willier Abreu in a game in which they were absolutely dominated. Look at this. He was the lone run up until they had another jack at the bottom of the lineup. Willier comes through. So does Thomas Hurdle. We planned this sucker right out. We ripped it right from the tools. We said, all right, we need a boost. I don't know anything about what's going on in the NHL. You out there certainly had no idea what was going out there on the NHL. So we hit our jack at least one for profit. And we turned this sucker around at plus 113, which was a massive boost. So, yeah, I'm a little happy. I'm a little excited today. In fact, yesterday we tried this thing, but shame on me because it just didn't work because I didn't have the right graphics. And that's on me, right? Because our guy is just incredible. I can be like, hey, Joey, can you do something real quick for me? And he's like, sure, it's already done. But it was on me. It was poor planning on my end. We're going right back to it. All right, we're going right. This is here for you. It's only today. I'm the only one doing this, and I'm only doing it on this show. So I don't know when they're going to cut this code off. I don't know when they're going to turn this faucet off here for you, but BOGO 50. All right, we probably should have done that a little bit easier because the zeros. It's BOGO 50. That's probably going to cause some problems. Shit, I didn't think that through. It's fine. It's BOGO. Buy one, get one. 50%. Should be easy to remember. We want to hit some jacks today. All right. That's all. Here's the deal. You jump in now, you get 50% off this purchase, and then you're going to get 50% off the next month, right? So it's this month you get half off, next month you get half off. We want you to stick around because we know you will, but we're just here looking at what's working and showing you what's working and saying, hey, what's taking you so long? That's all. So there's a little nudge. And good morning to everybody out there. All right. So what we're doing is we're looking across the board, trying to find the best edge, trying to find stuff. Look, this is a day away. I get it, right? It's Tuesday. You want to bet something right now. But look, DraftKings is still hanging this at minus 105. We have identified the same tools that just identified Willier Abreu to go long and the Thomas Hurdle play and everything else that we found to be successful. Not that they had everything. That's why volume is recommended. But in this case, Anthony Edwards minus 111 is the true, the actual retail price of the ticket. We're getting it at minus 105. That's a 3% edge. Our deep algorithm created by people way smarter than us. All right. If you and I were that smart, we'd be creating our own algorithm. But this is not even predictive. You don't even have to use your skull, your brain, your cabeza, nothing. You just show up and say, what do I do? And they say, well, it's minus 105. Go ahead and bet that. That's it. Let's see if we see any home runs popping. I saw, was it Vientos? There were a couple yesterday that were popping. You'll see a lot on the exchanges. No VIG, right? A lot there. The lot of overs will pop on the exchanges as well. We're just looking to see. We're looking. We're lurking. We're trying to find anything here. We got a lot of boosts to get to. It's Dinger Tuesday, so you better believe it. Draymond Green, if you can bet this over at ESPN, this is a really good bet. I can't. I don't even know what this is over here, but I can't bet it. ESPN won't take money, at least my money. Say your money's no good here, cuz Barstool was even worse, so I can't make fun of them. Carson Kelly. All right, singles, though. We don't want singles. We want home runs or hits. Home runs or total bags. I can do that there, too. Here you go. Total runs for the Rangers on no VIG. This is a good one. Draymond Green. You can get in right now. 6 and then 8. Right? Like you can get in right now. 6 and then 8 right there at that point. So I think you're definitely looking at something here where, again, Alex Caruso, you want to build a little Caruso ladder with me? How bad is it going to get? Look, these are good bets, and it's over at FanDuel, and it's a marginal little one here, all right? Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Just humor me, all right? We don't even need to do a ton here. You can do a half unit, quarter unit, whatever it may be. But if this is still available, this is a really good bet. Before we even get to home runs and we build, again, we've got some NBA stuff we have to get to, but Dinger Tuesday is providing us with a 50% profit boost. Who are we to turn our nose and scoff at that? So here's the thing. Let's go to this game, this Denver game, Nuggets Thunder, and we're going to go to threes. And we're just going to make sure, right? We're just going to make sure that this sucker is still available here at the current price. Because at 2 threes, if we can get this at plus 138, you can see. Yep, still available, 138. All right, so 2 plus at 138, and then 3 plus. Let's see here at, oh boy, plus 430. All right, I'm in. This is our show ladder. We'll come back to it. I'm not using anything here. No, I mean, if you have a no sweater, here's the thing. All right, if you have a no sweater, I would use it on the first one. All right, put down as much as you can, max it out. And then I'd say put a half unit on, or half of the whatever you put down on the plus 430. All right, there you go. We just built a quick little two-step NBA ladder thanks to our pals over here at Portfolio. Alex Caruso, 2 threes plus 138. We used our no sweater on that. Wow, I'm just giving stuff just incredible here. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Look, we had a good day yesterday. Definitely want to take advantage of that. Definitely want to let you know that you can get in right now. Okay? Half off this month, half off next month. I'm the only one doing that. BOGO 50. Let's see what we got for Jacks. I actually going to sit there and sweat out freaking Alex Caruso. I mean, unbelievable. What is going on here in our lives that we are going to sweat out? I better see you on Twitter at ShanderBets. I better see you, okay? Because if I'm sweating this shit out, then you better be there with me. That's all I'm saying. Because my goodness, what an incredible drop for us to be out here like, hey man, you know what? I got Alex Caruso 3 threes plus 430, bang. And then you're gonna look around wherever you're watching this. Could be your couch, could be the bar. Hey. Just saying, we're doing you a favor. We're doing you a favor. All right, let's see what we can find here. So here's the thing. FanDuel, we know we've got Dinger Tuesday, but we're also looking for, and I only got one this time around. I don't know if you guys got more than that. Did you get more? I only got one. Oh, no. There are 250% profit boosts. Okay, so guess what? We're going to do one now, and we're going to do one with slot. We'll do a 2-legger here, and then we'll do one with slot. But here's the thing at 4 o'clock. Where's Frozen? I got to move over here to another one. Just wanted to show you again here. Thomas Hurdle. How about that? Site froze, so I had to reset it. There we go. Player props, total home runs. So you see, I'm going to scroll down. But we've got DraftKings available to us here on top of that. I think the no sweater is back on DraftKings, right? So we had a no sweat bet that we used on Caruso, but correct me if I'm wrong as we start the scroll the wheel here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we should have a no sweater. Yep, no sweat home run over on DraftKings. There we go. So we're looking to build a 2-leg profit boost on FanDuel, and we're looking for the best available that we can find on DraftKings. Carlos Santana, pretty good. Pretty good. Plus 600 beats the true odds at plus 582, and we're dominating the rest of the market. Same exact process that we used here for Wilyer Abreu and others. Now, again, you want to look at this game specifically, that's fine. We can pull up the cast, and we can look at everything for this actual game in Cleveland. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, look, these are not great metrics. These are not great at all. The fact that he's not striking out, that he's walking a ton, and his contact is piss poor from a metric standpoint. He's got 4 jacks on the year. It's not something that we're proud of from a predictive standpoint. Let me say this. There you go. See money. Love it. Good morning, Patrick. Not sure if I caught you there earlier. But here's our deal. As you know, it doesn't matter so much unless the only thing that I'll really stay away from is like, okay, we're betting on a guy plus 1,200 to hit his first home run of the year. Nah, this late in the season, nah, I'm not there yet. But Carlos Santana, I'm fine with that as far as a placeholder right now. We're just rolling. We're rolling, seeing what we can find here. Okay. Again, this is pretty simple because I'm just behind the paywall going through this like anybody can do this. We're also just adding a little extra flair, adding what we can. Baldwin Brothers in the house. Are we ready? Are we ready to go full Baldwin on this right now? Again, at plus, the problem though is that FanDuel is just sneaking in below it. It's still not a good bet. It's still minus EV, right? They're in Cincinnati. This is a bandbox, right? Abbott's not a guy I'm racing to fade. Andrew Abbott's been pretty damn good. I mean, even the barrel rate, I guess, is concerning here if you wanted a nitpick. Cannon would be the guy to exploit clearly, but this is not great. You know, it's just they're not 25% hard hit, right? The 88 barely scraping below that. These are really good ranges right here. Really good ranges. So he's just a tough guy to fade. Does he give up a home run? Absolutely. Why is that? Let me know what's going on here, Miley Virus. We just put that one in. BOGO50 is valid, but doesn't apply to his order. We need to figure that one out. Can you hit up? All right. Well, here's what I would do. All right. Support at awesemo.com, or maybe it's Stochastic. I'll get you the right one here as far as the customer service because I want to get you one. You could also just DM me. If you can, DM me right now your email. That's probably the easiest thing. All right. Miley Virus, DM me if you can at Shander Bets. We're going to get this fixed live on the show. All right. We'll pause and make sure that you're good to go before we continue actually start moving forward with this code. But if you can't make it work, then I'm concerned overall, right? But BOGO50 is live in effect. I do know that. Why it's not working on you. Are you on Stripe just trying to check out? See, we can do two things at once, right? I can scroll the wheel while we get through this issue here. And Miley's one of us. So if anybody had this issue, if anybody was struggling to get through this thing, we would make sure that you get the code applied as well. Seeing if we can get anything. Right now, Brooks Baldwin in the clubhouse, folks. I hate to break the news to you, but you may have to go Brooksy, which is not the end of the world, right? Like a no sweater for Brooks Baldwin at, I think it was about 600 maybe plus 650. Doesn't matter anything else as far as we're just getting this fantastic number. Let's keep scrolling here. I got you, brother. Again, if you want to get me on Twitter, that's probably the easiest. This is also on DraftKings. You could go Tyrone Taylor at 12-1. It's a pretty good number. Look at that. FanDuel has dropped this down to 8. That's not bad. That's actually a better number as far as the break that we're getting, right? And you could just see how much other books are ripping us off. Come on. This thing's got to be quick. Let's go. I'm not freezing. DM me here on Twitter at Shander Bets. Best thing to do. And no, you're not holding it up, man. We got you. Right? We're doing two things at once. Tyrone Taylor, I think, might be the play. The game is back in Pittsburgh, right? No. New York, I'm sorry. Tyrone Taylor. The launch angle is there. Even's got a little decent. He's just a strikeout machine. 1 jack on the year. No, I don't like that. Even though it's no sweat material, I can't go this late in the year. If I get burned by a guy with 0 or 1 jack, so be it. Tyrone Taylor hits one out and you bet him, great. It's a plus EV bet. But I'm not racing to do that right now. Xavier Edwards, I mean, here's another one, right? This is just massive troll job. Nico Horner. DraftKings hovering around that number. So yeah, there's a break on what it should be to FanDuel, but it's almost like FanDuel's trolling. Here you go. Pete Crow Armstrong is the one. Now I already bet this earlier. Did I not? I don't think I did. Wait a second. Okay. Yep, I forgot to for my video. So this is what we're going to do. Pete Crow Armstrong is the one. All right. So we've got 2 on FanDuel. This is where we are right now. We're going to head to the NBA because we got to build a couple for the NBA playoffs, but dingers are here. I'm not worried about the wind. He's got 10 jacks on the year, and he's been absolutely stupendous when it comes to, I mean, even again, you got the lefty-righty matchup. His numbers have dipped because he came in, people were sleeping on him or had no idea who he was, one of the two, but at 6-1. All right, now the only other guy we have right now on FanDuel is Carlos Santana. Not saying that that's the play. Let's just see if we find anything else here, right, on FanDuel. I mean, Matt Mervis, never nervous, and Eric Wagaman. So 2 guys in this Miami game. These other books are just hovering. That's the thing, right? Like these, I'd like it where we get more of a break with the rest of the market on top of just the true odds. And look, I'm not scoffing and not turning my back on an 11%er. All right, we'll keep Mervis in our prayers here. Jesus Sanchez, that's not a bad one either. Although, look, I mean, 700 to 722. It's like the minus should be worse is basically what I'm looking at. Ryan McMahon. Ooh. I mean, do you trust that Colorado can stay in this game again? Do you trust? Because Ryan McMahon would be the guy to do it. 6 jacks on the year. Metrics are there. Launch angle is there. I think that could be an interesting proposition. The numbers have been dropping, but look at this. I mean, Jack Leiter is definitely, he ain't out Leiter. I'll tell you that, right? So could jump on this one here. I don't even know if they're related. But again, we get a marginal edge against the true odds, but I love the fact that we're dominating every other book. All right, let's keep it moving here. Jordan back. Last run through it. Drew Waters, that could be a no sweater. No, it's going to be Brooks Baldwin. We're going to roll with a Baldwin, brother. Wow. Wow is right. Okay, so here's the 2-legger. Ryan McMahon and Pete Crow Armstrong. Tail, if you will. Fade, if you must. Whatever you want to do. But I'm using, by the way, Ryan McMahon at plus 420. So you know the drill. We bet them solo at a quarter unit, right? Like I'm going to walk you through this every time. We bet them solo at a quarter unit. We put the 50% profit boost down. And in this case, we put a full quarter down. So that's 0.75 units total. If we hit one, we profit. If we hit all, we take home. We're rich. We're not rich, but, you know, $1,600 worth of work on $75 bet with the units. That's kind of how it is. So we did great yesterday. Just letting you know, BOGO 50. That's how you get in. Buy one, get one. BOGO 50. Buy one, get one. 50. 0. Geez, what am I doing? BOGO 50. Blame me. I'm the idiot who created this code. I'm the idiot who asked for this specific graphic. I cannot. There's this old. I'm not even going to go down that pathway. But look up the urban myth of Nova, the Chevy Nova, that failed to sell either in Mexico or South America, somewhere specific, I'm sure. But of course, it's nonsense. And it was all predicated on the fact that the Chevy Nova is like no go, Nova, doesn't go. Who's buying a car that's branded doesn't go. And here I am telling you, yes, we crashed and cashed home runs and all this great stuff. And then I'm giving you a code that's difficult. I should be giving you stuff that's easy. Brooks Baldwin is our guy tonight. All right. You may hate it. I don't. You may not like it. He's got 3 jacks on the year, but he's our no sweater. All right. And I'll put down whatever I can, whatever I can get down, I'm using. $9.02. That's fine. That's no sweat material. I'll use that $9 on a parlay, whatever I can grab. That's our home run opportunity so far. Now, here's what we do. We go to the parlay builder. as mentioned, we've got some things to work through. We've got same game parlay boosts on DraftKings on both games tonight. So let's start there. We'll go to DraftKings. We know that we have this, right? We're going to go to today. If you have any questions, you have anything you want to throw in here, you let me know. Right? All markets, that's fine. We also want to put on the same game parlay since, hey, that's what we're doing. Has to be 3. We've worked around this plenty of times before. If we can't get 3 off the tools, we'll originate. All right, great. You got it, brother. Actually, what you could do if you're on our Discord, if you're on our OddsShopper Discord, is you can go either fill out a ticket or you can go to the support channel and tag me in there as well. I'll get you in. All right, we got you. At some point, we got you. Jamal, appreciate you. I know I put that up. I didn't know if I said I appreciate you, but I appreciate you. All right. We need 3 legs. Let's just keep adding. I can't do this. In good conscience, I cannot. It's a plus EV bet. There's edge, 0.6, all that. It's great. I cannot do it. By the way, it's also in the other game, so great. These are all slim. But you see here, we got in. Oh, and there's an over too. How can anybody have a problem? I just fed you an over in this. So these are our 3 legs. Let's make it work. Okay? Tyrese under 8.5 assists. Well, what about this? It doesn't matter. We just found this little edge, slight little profit here, thanks to our tools, all right? And this is the beauty of how you use it. Like, I don't even need to say anything. This series, Cleveland backs to the wall right now. This has been brutal for the Cavs. Absolutely brutal. From injury to just forcing. You saw the blowout. That was just humiliating. But is there this expectation that the Cavs just immediately bounce right back and start dominating? Even if they do, even better for us, right? Like if Cleveland just destroys tonight, then that's great because we're fading 2 guys on Indy from an assist standpoint. Kind of hard to get points or assists when guys aren't doing much. And by the way, it would correlate with the fact that Jared Allen, wasn't he a stiff last time out? So this is where it gets a little racy. This is where it gets a little dicey. This is where you have to hold. The unders are no problem. But it's like, whoa, all right, well, we got another guy in here that we think can correlate with his team winning. He just has to score some points. Plus 575. Look at this. Look at this. So we should be getting this at plus 565. I'm on DraftKings right now, unless something moved, Jerry, which I don't think it did. No, minus 135, plus 1. So DraftKings is actually getting us a better return than what it should be. Great. I'm still going to use the boost because now I'm at plus 690. Thank you. Bang. We're in. This is it. If you were home already, you wouldn't have to worry about manually punching these in. All right. If you were on the app already and following along on the live show, you wouldn't have to worry about, hold on a second. Hold on. What was that one again? What was this one again? You're just following along. You're punching it in on the app. Everything is a bet now. Everything I punch in is a bet now. BOGO50 is the code. BOGO50. You're not going to get me. We have one on FanDuel. Shall we? Shall we dance? We've done this so far. This is pretty good. I like this a lot, too, because it correlates with a nice game script where we don't have to worry too much, as you know, about a lot of variance outside of this. Outside of Jared Allen, he's the only guy I'm worried about. If, in fact, this goes our way, he truly is the only guy I'm worried about. Okay, so we have, for the NBA now, 25% profit boost. Same game parlay plus. So this is what we'll do before we get out of here is we'll just change this over to FanDuel. That's all. We want today. We want NBA. And we want, we're going to get them all, but, same game parlays on. Now it doesn't matter. Now we'll just take the best we can get. Halliburton assists, better number here. Christian Brown. Christian Brown. We need one more. Are you willing to fade SGA? You willing to fade Donovan? Should we just add Alex Caruso since we're already locked in there? Right? Right now we got Christian and Tyrese. Should we add Caruso? He's not good enough to go by a first name. I mean, we're dealing with marginal right here. Or we can originate something and just add our own on the end. What do you think? Plus 296 could get it done. Huh. Oh, Miley, yes. Look, that's why, as much as I say this is here for the tools, we're here as far as office hours. You have any questions about how this stuff works? How can that happen without you being in first? Right? So we will absolutely stop everything that's done for you, for sure. All right? Come on. Happy to get this in here for you. All right, let me see what we got. Last but not least, see, I'm going back and forth as far as if it's SGA or if we should just add Caruso in this one, right? Again, the margin that we're getting is going to be far better with SGA going under here than it will be with Caruso. We are already invested in Caruso 2 times over. So the logical answer would be, well, just maximize your return here and get SGA in. All right. So that's what's up. That's what we'll roll here. Again, if you were home, you wouldn't have to worry about this. You could just drop it in. Bet now is right there for you. So we'll go in order. All right. Pacers, Halliburton, under 8.5 assists. We're doubled in on this one. This guy drops 10 assists. We're freaking cooked. All right. He can still get 8. I'm fine with that. Under 8.5 at plus 104. Then go to the late game. And now here as we wind down again, BOGO50 gets you half off this month and half off next month. Nobody's doing that. We're the only ones doing that today. I am. This one, this show right now, you. Let's go to rebounds. Brown in here. Under 5.5 at minus 106. And then SGA. Ooh, this bumped up to 6.5 boards. Again, just because we get 6.5, it's the old Oreo factor, right? So unless it's an alt, let's get an alt in here. Hold on. It's got to be an alt. Yeah, it is. Okay, sorry. I stand corrected. We're in. It's an alt, but good thing I found it for you. All right. Now, typical, of course. FanDuel's not giving us 788. In fact, FanDuel's giving me 672. But I dropped that little sucker in there. Now I'm up to plus 840. All right. You've got a plus 840 same game parlay boost over at FanDuel. We gave the 20% for the early game, same game parlay boost at DraftKings. We ran the no sweater home run over at DraftKings. We ran a no sweater over at FanDuel as part of our NBA 2-leg ladder. And yes, we ran a nice little 2-leg home run spot on FanDuel with the 50%. Okay? Yes. Appreciate you all being here. Appreciate you being here big time. Ref, I got you, brother, for sure. Look, we got you. Okay? For sure. This is why we're here. This is why we do this show. All right. I got to get out of here. Got a lot to get into today, but hopefully you can take advantage of this too. BOGO50. You get half off this month and next month. And I'm here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern.